So we're going to have our certification audit. We're going to engage a registrar. That registrar is going to have an ISO 27001 certified lead auditor that works for them, or is a third party to them.
Sure.
And then they're going to come in and conduct this audit. And they do that in a stage 1 and a stage 2. Can you explain what stage 1 and stage 2 is? And it would be helpful when you do that if you kind of differentiate the concept of the ISO 27001 clauses versus the Annex A controls.
Yeah, absolutely. So the whole objective of the stage 1 is to make sure that the management system is ready for stage 2. So that's just as basic as you can get. And when I say that, so 27000 is again a unique standard with regards to management systems. As John, as you had mentioned, they have management system requirements, and then they have Annex A, which is a list of 114 control activities that support that management system to mitigate that information security risk. Other management system standards like 9001, 22301, they don't have a control list like that. And so when we come in and we do a stage 1 review, we're specifically looking to make sure that the organization has designed the processes, people, policies, et cetera, to be able to demonstrate that from a design perspective, they meet the management system requirements, right? And that's clauses 4 through 10 if you're familiar with the standard. So we come in, I don't want to say kick the tires, but we just get comfort that, okay, can the management system itself undergo a stage 2 review? Stage 2 review is a completely different story, right? And from that perspective, we have to make sure that the management system is in full conformance with the requirements, all the controls in place that they've identified as being applicable based off of the risk assessment are in place and effective, and that they're meeting their own internal policies and procedures. So it's a much, much deeper dive, right, compared to the stage 1. The stage 1 is just making sure from a doc review, okay, can you undertake a stage 2 review? Mm-hmm. And then we get to the stage 2, and then that's where we, it's a full system audit and a lot of testing.
Yeah, it's funny, and they often refer to stage 1 as a tabletop review for that same reason, right? You're sitting in a conference room and you're looking at documents largely.
Yeah.
And a couple things you pick up on, a couple things you said. I love the way that you said, managing information security risk, which is something I always refer to ISO as a risk management framework, information security risk management framework. So I love the way that you said that. And then the other thing which is interesting is how I think most people are very comfortable with the stage 2 because it's the type of audit they've gone through before. But if you've never gone through stage 1, that first one is odd, right? Because you guys are sitting on the opposite side of the table, and the meaningful part of 27001 is what, 10, 11 pages, when you take out right? And you're literally going clause by clause, and we might be sitting there for 12 hours, right? So you're literally going a page at a time, and you're asking questions like, demonstrate that the information security management system considers the impact, confidentiality, integrity, and availability as impact criteria. Go.
Yeah. Well, and as though, when you talk about other audits, and we're talking about if it's SOC, PCI, anything else, you're so right on that the stage 2 is going to be more familiar to an organization that undergoes other audits, only because it's heavy on the control testing part. Right. What's unique about 27001 is the management system. There's really no other standard out there, that has those same requirements. And so for that reason, maybe that's why we go clause by clause to make sure that the organization actually understands, okay, what do I need to do for a management system? Because they've got the controls down.